Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever in time you are at this moment that you are seeing this video. I hope you are having or had a good day. But anyways, as you can see, Valentine's Day is coming. Well, it is for me since at the time of recording it's barely February 13th. But like I said, I hope you are having a good day or whatever. And then so since it's almost Valentine's Day, right now I am recording this Valentine's Day special. Since I thought the time would be perfect, and yeah. So let's face it, I legit do not. I do not have. I do not know what to say. I do not have anything scripted down. But as you can see right here, I was trying to do like a gotcha edit. And fun fact, the original of this was actually supposed to be an actual drawing and not like gotcha. So yeah, but at the end I decided on it being gotcha since, well, I probably wouldn't even be able to finish the drawing before Valentine's Day. Also, yes, this video is that you're watching right now is pre-recorded. But I'm just recording the audio later. But what I'm doing right now is like something that I would usually never do for any of my edits, any of my gotcha edits. Since right there you can see that it is like I legit took out the body and just like put it together in the pose. But usually I would already have the pose done in gotcha and then just like start to edit it. But I thought I would do something different because I thought I would do a different pose or would do a different pose. But after you will see what had happened and stuff like that. So yeah. But I have also tried to kind of experiment, which is another reason why I had did that in the first place. And yeah. So as you can see right now, I am still putting it together. There might be something that might be a bit disturbing or at least somewhat scary, since as I was continuing making the video, I was kind of like freaked out by it. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I couldn't really I tried to get the proportions at least somewhat right, or something like that, as you can see here. Hey, I never did any of the like that before, and so I'll give you a hint if you're going to do like how I did in this video edit. I recommend you to at least kind of like have it layered and like at least have it like a bit transparent, the one on the top, so you can kind of see how it is on the bottom, or at least do it like kind of like I don't know how to say this. This is what I get for not scripting any of my videos when I'm actually like trying to use my voice or something. It's so you can kind of like, or at least kind of did what I did and just like turn it the bottom layer on and off. So yeah, as you can see right there, I tried to add my own artistic flair to it, like how I drew myself in the Mr. Skeletal meme fake collab, but at the same time also trying to do a bit of gotcha in there. And yeah, I'm sorry if I talk too much or stutter too much or repeat. I am still getting used to using my voice without scripting. And yeah, since I'm still not used to saying anything in my videos, since, well, I do gotcha and I don't have to speak in gotcha, or at least doing gotcha. So yeah, as you can also see, I blurred out the top for obvious reasons, advertisements for one, and for two, well, I might get copyrighted for that, and I do not want to get copyrighted. So yeah, which is why it's also blurred. This is so yeah. I also tried to draw fingers, even though I'm not good at drawing fingers. But at the same time, I had um, which is also one of the things that kind of scared me when after like looking at the finished project. Um, and also I realized that I had forgotten um to continue the shoes since I thought it was done, but after doing it, I realized, oh, I'm not done. And, but I was like, didn't change it at all because, well, the video was already recorded and yeah. So I try. I am still kind of learning how to do edits. As you can see, I did even more things with YN, or also known as your name. I tried to do some. I didn't really know what to do. I just like had. I wanted it to be normal at first, but then I was like, maybe I'll do something else. I had no idea what to really do. But I just wanted it to be similar to the original idea, which was an actual drawing. And yeah, so I'm sorry if I once again, I'm gonna say that I might not even talk much in here, since I don't really know what to say. But right here is I kind of like, as you can see, I kind of outline or like add some wrinkles to my drawings to make it seem a bit more realistic. So it's kind of like semi-realistic, but at the same time not too realistic, since I am still not good at realism at all. I can sort of stylize, but yeah. And yes, I legit got a message from one of my friends to join a Discord server. That was obviously more important. Also, I was curious to see what the link was, which is kind of why that was happening. And yeah, so right there you can see that I kind of have a bit of trouble, since I realized that it was a bit too high. But now that I think about it, it was kind of better to kind of like trace over it. But at the same time, you kind of have to do a bit different stuff and not just copy or trace. And because tracing is basically no good. No, not basically. It's obviously not good. If it's a gacha edit, then yeah, you can. It's kind of good to like trace it. But I recommend also using your own touch to it and not just like straight up copying. Since it's also good to at least to learn how to stylize a little bit. But that is just my opinion. And yeah. So as you can see, I would also, since I don't really know what to talk about here, I think I'll just talk a bit more about my channel. So and like what I'm going to post, since I never really talked about it. So I think this also doubles as my channel trailer. I don't know how anything works here. But one of the things I'm trying to do is like trying to make funny videos to at least calm me down or do something like that. I don't know. But yeah, as you can see here, I was like kind of getting down the colors of YM, which I realized is a lot while getting the colors compared to my own colors, which is like very little, which is, well, my colors aren't too much, and yeah. So yes, I also realized I forgot the glasses on Lion since I thought the glasses would be pretty nice to put on Lion, even though I know a few of you that don't even wear glasses, and and most of you guys know I do wear glasses. But I'm just going to tell you now that I was just too lazy to add glasses to myself. And yeah. So, right now, as you can see, I did the inking on a different layer. But what I recommend when if you're doing the inking on another layer, it's to at least have it, how do I say this? To at least have the different colors on different layers. I know it might seem like Lion a bit difficult to kind of like see if you're going to change the colors. And yeah. But it's obviously so like if you mess up on the color, or at least want to like change the color of it, then it'll be easier since you don't have to be a bit more careful. You get to be less careful. And yes, as you can see, I was trying to draw a heart right there, which I am still not good to draw. I wanted a symmetrical one, okay? I just wanted it symmetrical. Right there is when I actually got the shape that I was satisfied with. And all along as copy and pasting because I'm too lazy to do it well. And you might be wondering, what are you using the heart for? Well, the heart is actually supposed to be a generic chocolate box. And you might be so I was trying my best to kind of like make this a bit of my own chocolate box without any references except the references in my mind. So or at least what I sometimes see like out in stores, in stuff like that. So I decided to kind of combine what I knew what they kind of looked like, and I had kind of also put in a bit of shade in it. I tried to write a little message on it without doing anything, and yeah, that didn't really work out as planned. This one I kind of struggled with a bit, like trying to put it at least somewhat good, and as you can see, I was kind of messing around with it too. But I was able to get it out eventually, and then yeah, I actually made me holding the box, but at the same time I was also kind of like having a bit of trouble with the posing of it. And yes, I actually did make myself hold the box too. If you want the box is chocolate, a box chocolates. But I'm super sorry once again if the fingers freak you out. They freaked me out too after a while of me doing them. So yeah. Also, as you can see, um shading I kind of like do if the within brush. I don't really know how to say it, but sometimes I would just like do it, and then I would use the blur tool, and then I'll just like cut it out instead of like actually selecting the bit and then doing whatever. So that kind of took a bit more time, but that was okay. I also tried to avoid using black for the outline or the shades. Um, since well, it kind of looks dull to say the least. The only things I recommend for shading is at least grayish or possibly white. But white can also look good with purple or blue, as you can see from the Odd Ones Out, which is a very small YouTuber. I'm pretty sure you never really heard of him except that he was in Mr. Beast's. I don't really know what I'm saying anymore. And yeah. Also, I was too lazy to even add fingernails, as you noticed, because for two reasons I didn't add fingernails. For one, it would look creepy, and for two, I was lazy. And that was the hair for Ryan. I wasn't really sure if I would want to kind of like highlight it or something. But the thing is, like, I put very like tannish or whitish skin. So because well, I'm really I want to do something different from a lot of Wyans. Like, since you know a lot of Wyans either have like white skin or grayish skin, I decided to do something different. And yeah, the hair I kind of I don't recommend at least like using white for the shade. I recommend like using a bit of a lighter color of the of the hair. That's kind of what I recommend doing when highlighting hair, like making it shine or glow. I also kind of recommend like selecting the spacey one with the magic brush or whatever it's called. But I'm pretty sure it's a magic brush since it's here on the app I use. But yeah, I also kind of recommend using at least some sort of tools, because a lot of times you really need to use a tool. So I would recommend using tools as well, or at least use a lot of references for it. As you can see, I was too lazy to actually draw eyes right here too. So yeah, I was way too lazy, even though I kind of wanted it to be good. Which, yeah, I was too lazy to even to do it, as you can see. Since if you saw the Mr. Skeletal meme, then you would see how I kind of am with eyes and stuff. Not too good, so yeah. But at the same time, I kind of wanted to force myself to do it. And also, since I also kind of to change my style a bit, so, you know, you need to experiment as well, which is kind of what I try to do. As you can see, right there, Ryan, it was kind of like, I listened, and I was kind of like since the reason behind it is because I see like a bunch of drawings that like have a character blushing so much that you can't even see their eyes, and that is kind of what I wanted to do. And yes, I almost did forget the like, what is it? I don't really know what it's called, but I almost forgot the accessory. Um, but yeah, I but I was like, I think I'm forgetting something, and then that is when I realized that I almost forgot that. Uh, yeah. I also decided to kind of like fix the eye a little bit. But I did try my best. I also tried to like do something special with the eyes to kind of like shade, as you can kind of see in my profile picture. Since I kind of like that, but I also didn't really like how once blush came out, so I decided to fix that as well. I also decided to put like emotes, kind of like. And yes, I did decide on purple for the heart at that because, well, man behind the slaughter, you can't go wrong with the man behind the slaughter, can ya? And yeah, that was basically the entire thing of the art, but the background is something I kind of had a bit of trouble with since I don't really draw backgrounds. I am not good at backgrounds at all, so if you need me to draw a background, I am out of it since I'm not good at all. Well, the reason behind it is that I never really draw backgrounds since I usually draw traditionally, which, if you didn't know, is on paper. Yes, I know. But if I ever do draw backgrounds, it's kind of like one color and then like random things on it. So yeah, I also what I tried to do there is kind of like change like to like outside, so like what I see and kind of like the ending of Gacha Life or Club movies. And yeah. But what I try to also do is like having like a little boat to kind of like go along with it. I mean, not a boat. I'm sorry for that, but like a little bridge with a small river along with a house. I couldn't really figure out what else to do for the background, so that's just what I went with. So, yeah. I also tried to do like little railings in the boat, as you could kind of, well, not the boat, the bridge, as you could kind of see there. And also right there is when I started to continue the house and kind of like um do and something like to make it seem like it from a distance. It's looking how do I say this? Kind of like kind of like looking at an angle. There we go. That's the word. I also decided to kind of like put a small shade along, but at the same time I kind of also wanted to do something else. And I also decided to draw a moon since at the time of recording the video, it was, I think, night. I don't know. So I tried to do that. And yes, I do draw my signature on all my art pieces now, at least if I'm not using them for a video or some sort. But yeah, so yeah, I this as you can see, this video was pre-recorded. This video is almost done with a lot of mistakes. So yeah, I hope you liked the final product. I'm sorry if I was annoying, but have a good day or night. Bye.